Yo, what up? What it do? Man, y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. Another Charger conversation with your mans in there. Your uncle, Hostile Takeover. So peep this out, right? No sunglasses today because it's about to rain. Like, I'm out here in Cali. It just rained pretty bad like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. About to get hit with some more rain. It's nasty work, bro, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be out in this shit because what I gotta do today can only be done today. Can't do it tomorrow, the next day, none of that shit. It has to be today or never. But y'all didn't call for a weather report, or y'all didn't tune in for a weather report, man. What we getting into? We're getting into the last video I made, actually. Not a lot of hits, not a lot of views, but someone asked me why I put it out. And so the conversation went on and on a little bit, and it got to why I don't make content about women like the rest of these guys do, you know, showing this, that, and the third. Because I'm not in it for drama clicks and drama views. I'm not in it for viral debates and conflict. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to help men become better than they were yesterday. And if you do that every day, eventually the improvement will show, the improvement will be evident to others. And honestly, it'll be evident to others before it's evident to you. So that's why I don't do it. And was the video a warning? No, it was a promise. There are a lot of women out here comparing themselves to men. Oh, we're doing better in this, we're doing better now, we're the fast, you know, this, that, and the third. You're really not, but that's neither here nor there because we don't care. Right? We're not in competition with those women. We're not in competition with women in general. Your only competition should be who you were yesterday, who you were last week, last month, last year. If you're not better than that person, you're fucking up. Period. And if you think that's up for debate, then this isn't the channel for you. But that discussion also led to a whole nother topic. And mind you, this person was a woman, a good friend of mine. And it led to another topic. And that is happiness. She left her last relationship because she wasn't happy. And I told her that was dumb shit. Mainly because men aren't responsible for women's happiness. We all know that Will Smith is generally a simp and generally says some oddball shit and does even more oddball shit. But one thing he said, which is absolutely true, was that he's not responsible for Jada's happiness. And he's not. If she's not happy with herself, her life, and the way things are going for her, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Nor should you try. And a lot of people are going to have a problem with that opinion and that sentiment. I don't give a fuck. When I married my wife, my mom gave me the worst advice she could ever give me. And she said, literally, remember, happy wife, happy life. Bullshit. If my wife isn't happy, it's not my fault. Nor is it my responsibility to correct any happiness issues in her life. All I can do is be the best version of myself, the best husband, the best father, the best provider and protector that I can be. That's all I can do. And other than that, if she's not happy, it's a her issue. Now, back to Mr. Smith. His wife isn't happy because she's not happy. She's not happy because she didn't get to marry Tupac and have his kids. Not his fault, not his problem, but the effects of that are his problem because he chose her. Now, he should have let her mourn Tupac and be lonely. And she should have done that for herself. But it is what it is. And my point of saying you can't make her happy is that, especially if she compares you to a past boyfriend or another man, there's nothing you can do because you aren't that person. My advice in that situation, leave. You don't owe her an explanation, none of that shit, just leave. Before you get married. Once you get married, you owe her an explanation. But before that, you don't owe her shit. Leave. If my wife, as much as I love her, and as much as I value our marriage, if she came to me and said she wasn't happy and she was leaving, I'd help her pack and call her an Uber. Why? Because I can't make her happy. She has to be happy on her own, and then I add to that. And would I be happy about it? Absolutely not. Would it hurt? Absolutely. But you can't be afraid to let her go. You just can't. If she wants to go, let her. If she wants someone else, let him have her. And some people will say that's a fucked up sentiment because you don't fight for it, you don't blah, blah, blah. You fight for your relationship every day. Every day you're in that relationship, you fight for it. By doing what you're supposed to do, even when you don't want to. By being the man you're supposed to be, even when you don't feel like it. By doing the things that help your family, your house, your children, and by proxy, your wife prosper. That's how you fight for your relationship. That's how you fight for your marriage. Every day. Not at the end when she's not happy anymore. That's not how you do it. So, legit, don't be afraid to let her go. And if she's not your wife, don't be afraid to cut her the fuck off. Before I met my wife, actually not too long before I met my wife, probably like a couple months, I went on a date with this girl. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, bad as fuck. And the whole date, she wouldn't put her phone down. She literally had it in her hand for 95% of the date. I never called her again. I didn't tell her why at the end of the date. None of that shit. I gave her a hug. We went our separate ways. And that was that. Never spoke to her again. Why? Because it's not my job to instill, that elementary trait of what's polite and what is proper etiquette on a date. Right? That's not my job. That was her dad's job. That was her mom's job. It's not my job. If she doesn't have that as a grown woman, I'm out. Here's the thing. And you're going to run into this on the dating market. Every man does. Every man will. Until who knows when. A lot of women overvalue themselves on the dating market. Let them. Who cares? Right? Let her find out through whatever life experiences that her dating market value isn't what she thinks it is. And honestly, she may never. She may blame it on men forever. Who gives a fuck? The more she blames it on men, the more jaded she's going to get, and the less you're going to want to be around her anyway. We're not in the business of saving. Right? That's not your purpose. Your purpose is your purpose. And that's not part of it. So, that said, don't be afraid to let her go. Don't be afraid to cut it off. There are more women out there. I promise you. Women outnumber men. There are more women in this country than men. Right? And men get married at a higher percentage than women, even though we are smaller in number. Don't worry about it. If your goal is to find a wife, start and raise a family, then your prospects are out there. And if she's not the one, so the fuck what? Like, seriously. Be pragmatic about it. Be businesslike about it. Be laser focused about it. Right? Now, is any woman out there perfect? Absolutely not. You're gonna have to put up with some shit. You're gonna have to deal with some things that optimally you wouldn't want to. But no woman is gonna check every box, just like no man is gonna check every one of these women's boxes. Am I perfect? Absolutely fucking not. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I am. Because we're not into self-delusion. We're not into lying to ourselves. None of that shit. Right? Now, should you have non-negotiables? Absolutely. Should you be wary of red flags? Absolutely. But if you're out there looking for perfection, you're not going to find it because nobody's perfect. But I'm going to cut this one a little short. Actually, it's not even that short. We're going on 16 minutes. So we'll deep dive and keep going another day. Middle fingers up. Be safe. Stay dangerous.